I don't know why they're called men. They should be called Cyber Not All Men. I learnt a lot about being non-binary from the Daleks. They're just toxic masculinity wrapped in a fabulous skirt. One arm's a whisk, one arm's a plunger. Brilliant in the kitchen. Useful in the bathroom. Terrifying in the bedroom. They're terrifying everywhere, but at least in the kitchen, I get a souffle. I've got a lot in common with the Doctor. Quirky clothes, we hide our real name, and some of my companions end up dead. Talking of dead companions, my wife disappeared, along with the furniture, my credit cards, and my vintage collection of sonic screwdrivers. She wasn't a Doctor Who fan, but they are battery operated. I'd always hoped if I saw her again, I'd look fantastic. And I would have won an award for rescuing a child, kitten, or the Labour Party. That wasn't what happened. What really happened was I saw Croydon Pride. I didn't want to be at Croydon Pride. Nobody does. To make it worse, it was in front of a chicken cottage. I'm a vegan, mainly because it makes me look popular. Doesn't work. Slightly better. I was coming out of a Portaloo. She looked fantastic. She had her perfect partner. They looked impeccable. What was I wearing, you hear you say? Cyber trans man. Croydon, but it is still Pride. I was really hoping she wasn't going to recognise me. She did. It's what I wore to our wedding. She said, "Oh, SJ, you're looking well." I said, "Delete." Just going to put that down, who knows, I might pull later. Our wedding was fantastic, although I didn't actually come out to my mother until the day before we were about to get married. I thought she might notice I was marrying a woman. She was a Northern Irish Protestant. She believed in God, but not dyslexia. I was terrified she was going to banish me, like she did with broccoli. She was lovely at the wedding. She said to my wife, "I'm so glad you're not Catholic." I am a good socialist. I know all the words to the red flag. Please feel free to join in. You're in a cold bar on Tuesday night. Capitalism clearly isn't working for you. The people's flag, its colours red. It's shrouded with our glorious dead. It's terrible for karaoke. I'm going to crush the neoliberal agenda. Once I find out what that means. I'm an activist, not a very good one. I never mastered power fisting. Freddie Mercury, Andy Murray, Lucky Cat. There are lots of different types of socialists. I'm a trans, artistic, revolutionary, dystopian, intellectual socialist, or TARDIS. I'm not obsessed, but I have painted my bathroom as a TARDIS. The door is a police door. There are big circles on the wall, and the toilet is a time vortex. I flushed it the other day. Ended up in the 1980s. It was terrible. People worrying about nuclear war, corrupt Tory government. Everyone's got a mullet. Don't want that again. I was obsessed with Doctor Who as a child. My first words were, "Exterminate!" I loved all of the Doctor Who monsters. But my favourite was the giant maggot. As a baby, I identified with the giant maggot. Still do. It's the only time I've been truly represented on telly. When I got into adolescence, I kind of fell for this companion called Leela. Now, looking at you all, you're all too young and beautiful to know who Leela is. Well, most of you. So just imagine Taylor Swift, but with less clothes and a personality. And a big knife. I wanted to be Leela. I asked for a big knife for my birthday. My mother wanted me to be a vicar's wife. She gave me a wooden spoon. That didn't stop me. I was ready for action. I had my wooden spoon. I used some masking tape, 2 Brillo pads, and a chamois leather. I was ready for action. Turns out not that ready. I had to be rescued from a pigeon. I wore it to the school disco, but I was overdressed. I come from Bognor Regis. About 10 years later, I actually bumped into the actress, Louise Jameson. And she said, "Oh, you're so brave going on stage." And I said, "I love you." She said, "Yeah, right. Would you like me to sign your spoon?" Thank you very much. Good night.
Wow!
Woo!